Good morning. Sorry, I had to take my nose ring out. So it is Friday, and I am so excited. I think because two of my favorite days are Monday and Friday. So I'm trying to adjust this so you can see me a little better. There we go. So I don't know. So why I got on here so early this morning, because it's like 6 o'clock, is was asking for help. Like, what should I do different? What should I, do with my face? Well, if you don't know what I'm putting exactly on my face and you don't see my bare face, ugh, you don't know what I'm doing wrong. So, um, yeah, so I'm in my bathroom, my small bathroom, and I am sweating. So you can kind of see my face. I think it has more of like a redness tint to it. So don't know what kind of shade I should get. So maybe you can comment below and tell me. So again today we're gonna use the NYX Professional Makeup Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Vanilla. So because I was happy with it yesterday, I truly was. I mean, like I said, it makes it a little bit hard because I have to wear a mask at work. So it does rub off a little bit, but I blame it on the mask. We blame a lot of stuff on the mask, I guess, whatever. Anyways, so I'm going to prime my face first, and I'm going to try something a little bit different. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. So I'm going to use two different primers on my face. So the first one I think it's just like it's a foundation primer. I'm just going to say it because I don't even want to act like I know what I'm talking about. It's Mary Kay foundation primer with sunscreen in it. And it's really light. It's not, it's clear. So yeah, so I'm just going to put it on lightly, because I guess I'm hoping for extra coverage. I mean, I really was happy with the way the e.l.f. did with on my face yesterday by itself. So I'm like, maybe, just maybe, I need to use two different primers. So if you've ever used two different primers, like, let me know what you use in the affordable brands. I mean, like I said, that's what we're talking about right now, is affordable. So we're gonna let that dry. So then I'm going to go in with my Mary Kay eye primer. Now, yesterday I did put on, and so I'm just dabbing that on. I don't even know if you can see it because I'm not super close to the mirror. I'm going to improve my lighting, improve my mirror so you can see what I'm doing. So anyway, so Mary Kay primer, I'm just kind of patting that. I don't think there's a true right or wrong way to put on a primer. I think as long as it's on there and it's not cakey. That's my rule of thumb, I guess. And then I'm going to, now that first primer's dry, I'm going to go back in with this e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer that I showed you yesterday. And it is kind of like, it's like putty. So I kind of just rub my finger around in it. And you can see there's a little scent to it, but not a whole lot. I like coverage. I like my foundation to be fully covered, and I like, or full coverage, and I like my concealer to cover me fully. Like, oh, it's so confusing. So I'm rubbing this in. So yeah, so today's Friday, and I'm super excited because I love Fridays. Friday, for me, is the end of the work week. And I love the weekends. I get to spend them with my kids, and it's been a hard year. as I'm sure it has for a lot of you. Um, because where I work, um, we were like online at the beginning of the year. Then we went to this hybrid system, which is in school, out school. And for my daughter, anyways, I just lost my earring. So for my daughter, we I just got a call like 2 days ago saying that as of Monday they're going to be all virtual. What is a working parent, first of all, supposed to do when your kid is all virtual? Like, you can't take him to work, at least in my case. I can't take my kid to work with me. She is literally in 4th grade, so I cannot leave her at home thinking that she's going to be able to get online and learn by herself. Doesn't work that way. Not with my kids. Anyways, if it works with your kids, tell me your tips and tricks on that. So that is hard. I mean, I'm sure this whole thing has affected so many people, not just me. So anyways, yeah. So that's really rough. So as of Monday, like, I have to talk to my work and see. I tried to talk to them yesterday and they just don't respond to me. So I've tried to talk to them today and see if they're gonna work with me or what they're gonna do. Don't really know. Okay, so I told you I'm so random. I'm going to start with this foundation, and I'm just gonna, I guess, squirt it on my hand. That's what everybody else does, right? That's what I have no idea. We're squirting it on the hand. And like I said yesterday, like when I put this on, this is really soft. I like this. Yesterday when I put this on, it does not feel full coverage, like, at all. Like, it's very light. And I'm like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. This is not covering. As you can tell, like, I have a lot of scarring, like, through here. Because I had acne really bad as a kid. Or, junior high, high school. And I don't like to relive those issues. And unfortunately, like, I try to do this microdermabrasion thing from Mary Kay that you do like 2 or 3 times a week, and it does, I think, help with like some of my pores, and I don't even know, but it doesn't take it away, so I rely on makeup to help me figure my face out, right? So anyways, so I find that as this dries, it ends up looking better, because you saw my face yesterday, and so maybe it just needed to set. I always do a little bit more like around here, because I don't know, that's where my scarring is, and that's where I like to stay covered up. So I'm putting this all over, like my eyes, because I saw off of, I can't even remember her name, somebody I watched yesterday, that if you put it on your eyes like a primer and then a concealer, like it covers better, or makes your eyeline your eyeshadow stay on a little better. So yeah, why I'm doing it, people. So I have this nose ring, right? Okay, so for some random reason, ever since I had my nose pierced, like it it leaves like a bump, and I clean it every day, and I don't even know, it's like this, like a growth. I don't know. I ain't trying to have a growth on this. I don't know. So yeah, so Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put some here just because I had some left over on my hand. And so my issue, and this is, I know it's random, but that's what I'm all about, right? Um, in the line of work that I do, I mentioned earlier that I get my kids tonight. So there's a lot of different reasons why I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and um, so my son, he um, lives with his father, and that's his choice. I mean, he's a teenager. I got married and moved away from the area that he's at. I mean, I'm only like 45 minutes away from him, but he wanted to stay where his friends are. He wanted to stay where his sports was, and I couldn't blame him for it. Like, I'm not mad at him at all. He like said if we would have went to court, which totally didn't think, you know, if we would have went to court at the age that he is, he could have decided anyways, and they would have probably let him stay, which is fine. Like, I seriously have the best father for my son ever. Like, he is seriously the best. You don't find too many dads or moms, maybe. I mean, I know in the line of work that I do, I see both sides of the spectrum. Like, I see where the fathers step up and the mothers leave, and you know, all the way down to, you know, whatever. I see both sides of the spectrum every day. And the one thing that really annoys me is that I get tired of people complaining about child support and money and, oh, my baby's dad. Like, I hate baby dad. They are a human being, first of all. Okay, like, I get it. I can't say that I've never said baby dad, but the father of my children, the first one of my fourth grader, he is a piece of crap. Like, not gonna lie, he's a piece of crap. He I was married to him. I'm kind of going backwards too. I was married to him, and he got addicted to drugs and ruined our whole marriage. And so that was really crappy because I just had my daughter, and I'm sorry, but like, if you cannot change someone, like, they have to change and want to change themselves. And he was just not all about that life. Like, he did not care. So either way, he has not seen my daughter in, I don't know, years. 4 years? No. I'm thinking fourth grader. She's 9, so he saw her last when she was like 1, and haven't seen him since, so whatever. So, and then, so first, when I had my son, like I said, he's a teenager now. Me and his father were together for 11 years, maybe 10 years. Oh, don't know, it's been a while. And we never got married, but, even after our split up, it was a mutual thing. We just felt like things weren't working out after this time, and so we split up. And seriously, like, I'm sorry, like, I am going to touch on a certain situation, and I know some of you are like, but so my son is biracial, and I absolutely find nothing wrong with that. Personally, if I could be my son's caramel latte color, I would do that in a heartbeat. But so a lot of people um, that I know, not necessarily that I'm friends with, because I'll tell you, don't stand for like any kind of disrespect. Whether I don't care what color you are, I don't care. Like a person is a person, and so some people that I knew back then are just like, he's not gonna take care of his kid, blah blah blah, just because he's black. I know this man. I lived with him, and he's not trash. Like, he's gonna be there. And I'm telling you what, like, I love the fact of where we are right now. Like, we've been split up for 10 years. And he is such an amazing, amazing father. Not only does he take care of um, his son, he my son lives with him, like I said. Um, he has been there for my daughter like no other. Like, if she, we have just a great relationship. So, like, and oddly enough, like, his girlfriends, he's had a couple since we've split up, and that's fine. I mean, I've found someone and whatnot, so like he's allowed to, So, but that's not the point. The point is that he, whoever he dates, we get along great. Like, there is absolutely like no reason to fight unless someone is hurting your child, or something of that nature. Which he's a pretty good judge of character, and he's not going to choose someone that's going to hurt my child. And my son is seriously like, he's like almost 6 foot. He probably is 6 foot. I have no idea because I have no like tell of height. Like, I have to measure you because I can't guesstimate. So we always get along. Like, me and his girlfriends, like, even if, I mean, this is the kind of person that I am, though. Like, I could hate you and you would seriously never know it because it's a respect thing. Like, I will respect you because, like this situation, um, because you see my son every day or however often you see him, and I'm going to respect you. And as a mother to mother, there's no reason to fight. You and that guy are over. Like, my son's dad, like, we are over. And he's like, I can honestly say, like, he's probably one of my best friends, because we don't fight. um, we communicate. Like, he'll come over and he'll hang out on holidays, with me and my husband. He'll go to the range and shoot with my husband or whatever. Like, they've talked about doing that. They haven't done it yet because everywhere's like been shut down. But anyways, so is it people look at me like I'm weird because my ex and my husband get along, and that is not, sadly enough, that is normal. That is normal because you have to be an adult and you have to realize that it is not about you and your ex and your problems. And like I said, I have both sides of the spectrum because, um, my daughter's dad, he is a piece of work. Like, and I'm sure we all probably know someone somewhere down the line that is a piece of work. And what do? Like, you go on with life. You don't have a choice. I could sit there and I could complain and complain and complain, but ultimately it's not going to get me anywhere. Like, it is what it is. And that's the other thing. Like, I don't even get child support for my kids. That's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother like topic because, well, I my daughter's dad, There is fallout on the bottom of that, by the way. I'm not going to dye stuff with you. I'm just yapping while I'm doing my makeup. So my daughter's dad, they went after, because when I divorced him, like they went after child support, which I knew was a lost cause because he just did not keep a job. He knew that he was going to get, you know, reamed or whatever. I don't even know. So he wouldn't keep a job to pay me if I even wanted child support, which I don't. Like, just leave me alone and let me raise our kid. Like, she doesn't need you. She has my son's dad, first of all, and she has my current husband. She does not need. I'm all about positive influence. You need to be around someone who is positive. You are what you surround yourself with, and I truly believe that, um, fully. And so that's what I try to do. Surround myself with positive people. Then I think positive and I feel positive. And I've learned that. I mean, had, a lot, maybe you've experienced someone that is addicted to drugs. And it's a very hard situation to deal with. I mean, and the crazy thing is, like, I felt like so stupid because when I met him from day one, he was hyper, and I knew he had, like, ADD or whatever, but in his adult years he didn't want to be treated for it. So I'm like, well, more power to you if you can handle it. I worked for a doctor for a while. Like, I kind of know um that, I mean, you don't have to be on it. It's a choice sometimes. And so anyway, so he was really hyper. Well, little did I know that he would end up being addicted to drugs. Like, and it was drugs, like, it was hard drugs. Like, I'm not going to go into detail because it's the past. And I made my choice, which is to not be around it and not have my kids around it, because they need positive influences. So yeah, that was a rough time. But yeah, so I get off topic so easy. Maybe I have ADD. So anyways, I don't get child support from either one of my children's father. Of course, like I said, like, you believe how you believe, and that's fine. Like, I have a lot of different friends that they do get child support for their children, and that's fine. That's your own thing. Like, you work that out amongst you and your partner or your ex. That's not for me to decide. I'm just saying I'm very grateful in the where I am, because my son's father, can't put the other one in that classification, he takes care of his kids, like, or his son, my son. He takes care of him. And so if you buy him clothes, you buy him shoes, you buy him whatever it is that he needs to survive, not the extras, not considering the extras, but he does spoil him a lot there too. You know, I don't see a point in child support. If the father or the mother, because I've seen it both ways, like I said, I literally see it every day. You know, if they take care of their child, why take their money? Like, let them be happy, let them live their life. And but like I said, everybody has their own reason. I'm not, bashing you if you get child support by any means, because sometimes you need it. But just in my situation, I don't really need it. I do live paycheck to paycheck like most people do, but I'm not going to take from, like, my son's dad or whatever, because I don't need to, I guess. he takes care of his child. His money is not for me. So that's kind of just, we'll just leave that there because I don't want to make anybody mad. Like I said, there's nothing against it. I'm just saying, like, what I personally do. And it doesn't work for everybody, and that's okay. It's a lot. So many people have different reasons, and I'm definitely not bashing you for that. It's just, I'm just very grateful in my situation that I don't have to collect child support because he takes care of my son. And he's a great father. And I'm so sure that there's so many great fathers out there and mothers. Like I said, sometimes it changes hands. Like, we always say moms, dads, blah, blah, or moms have, but that's not the truth. Like nowadays, you see more and more fathers having their children, and that is just amazing. Like, I love that because they're stepping up, they're being recognized, and that's important in my eyes. I love it. Love it. Coming together and supporting. So anyways, that was my rant for the day. As you can tell, I'm just doing here and there, whatever, don't know. I'll get on here when I get to work in a little bit and do those eyelashes. Because I am running out of time. Like, I seriously need to get to work, but I love playing. That's what I'm doing. Oh, by the way, if you have any questions on what I just spoke about, like, please just say something. Because, like I said, I am so random. Like, I just talk about whatever pops in my head, and sometimes, like, I don't finish a sentence. I know that is a sign of ADD, but I am not going on medication because I really don't feel like I have a problem. So I'm just highlighting is what I'm doing. I should have been telling you what I'm doing. My nose, because that's what they say to do, above the eyebrows. I'm just trying to do it real quick because I gotta get going. So yeah. So I did my highlighter. Check. Now I'm gonna do my blush. And I guess you're just supposed to swirl it. Now yesterday, I don't really feel like I put enough blush on. So I'm going just right above where I contoured because that's what they said to do. And blend it. And they also said, like, to highlight before you I lost my train of thought. To highlight before you put your blush, and that way it blends it all together. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not really happy with my eyeballs today, but it is what it is. And now I'm going to use my translucent powder by Mary Kay. Like I said, I'm sure there is other brands that also have it. A translucent powder. But I'm just trying to blend this so I can get out the door. Oh, I gotta show you my earrings that I'm wearing today. They are so cute. And I created new ones last night, which I cannot wait until they're done so I can show you those too. I do all kinds of different colors and shapes, and they are one of a kind. I already told you that yesterday. But it's true, like, they are seriously one of a kind. Everybody's gonna have my earrings because I create them myself. Okay, guys, so that is kind of what I do. I should have kind of explained to you what I do, but I'm sure the majority of you are like looking at me like this crazy woman is seriously just ranting over nothing. And it's true. So right now I'm just putting on my mascara because they said to put mascara on before I put my eyelashes on. So that's what I'm doing. And I'll do my eyeliner and stuff on my next video with the fake lashes. I am so excited. So, alright guys, I will see you in a little while. And we will talk lashes. Okay, guys, see you. Have a good Friday.